You know that feeling when the air gets crisp, the leaves start crunching, and all you really want to do is to cuddle up with something a little bit warm and maybe a little unsettling. That's what this list today is all about. Today, we're diving into 10 cozy, creepy, and heartfelt indie games to play this fall. Whether you're looking for a narrative that'll stay with you, a mystery to get lost in, or the gaming equivalent of a warm drink on a rainy day, these 10 indie games should be added to your fall playlist. Bear and Breakfast from Gummy Cat is a laid-back management sim where you play as Hank, a bear who decides to run his own bed and breakfast. You'll gather resources, build out rooms, and decorate your inn to attract quirky guests. But there's more than just cozy gameplay here. The game slowly reveals a mysterious story about the forest and its inhabitants, keeping you invested beyond the management loop. It's charming, lighthearted, and a great choice if you want something relaxing with just a touch of intrigue. In Wytchwood from Alien Trap Games, you take on the role of a witch exploring a folklore-inspired countryside. The core of the game is crafting, gathering strange ingredients, concocting spells, and solving puzzles by experimenting with your magical toolkit. The world is built out of twisted fairy tales, and it's equal parts whimsical and unsettling. Each new location has its own little ecosystem of items, characters, and story snippets. It's clever, methodical, and the kind of game you can chip away at over time. Little Misfortune looks cute at first glance, but then you realize the developers, Kill Monday Games, were also the creators of Franbo. In this game, you guide a young girl named Misfortune through a series of choices while she's accompanied by a mysterious narrator. But the game doesn't stay lighthearted for long. It blends dark humor with themes of innocence and tragedy, creating a narrative that constantly shifts between funny, uncomfortable, and heartbreaking. It's short, but it's also very story-driven, so it's best played in one or even two sittings so you can really take in those emotional story beats. From Annapurna Interactive and Open Roads team, Open Roads is a road trip story about a teenage girl and her mother uncovering family secrets. The gameplay is minimal, mostly dialogue choices and exploration of old houses, but the focus is entirely on character and narrative. The relationship between the two leads, voiced by Caitlin Dever and Carrie Russell, is really what makes it shine. It's conversational, intimate, and one of those games that makes it feel like you're just kind of sitting in the back seat of someone else's life for a while. From Thomas Brush, Neversong is a side-scrolling action-adventure with a striking hand-drawn style. You play as Pete, a boy waking up from a coma to find that his girlfriend is missing and his town has been overrun by bizarre creatures. The gameplay mixes light combat, platforming, and puzzle solving, but what really keeps you hooked is the eerie atmosphere and the way it explores themes of trauma and childhood fears. If you like games with haunting art styles and a story that really sticks with you, this is one that you need to check out. Quick break before we get to our top 5. If you're into this video so far, then you'll probably like my podcast, Indie Game Arcade. It's me and my co-hosts doing deep dives, discussions, and reviews on the latest and greatest indie games twice a week. Now, let's get back to the list. In The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, you play as a paranormal investigator exploring the remote corners of Red Creek Valley to uncover what happened to a missing boy and the many secrets of his family. It's a game that uniquely encourages its exploration. Instead of guiding you along any set path, the game really just drops you into an open environment and lets you piece together the story in your own order, whether that's through finding clues, secret rooms, journal entries, or communicating with the dead. And though there is that supernatural edge, it's much more about the atmosphere and unraveling a tragic mystery than it is about encountering jump scares. Coffee Talk by Toge Productions is a narrative-driven visual novel where you serve drinks in a late-night cafe. Your role is pretty simple. Listen to the stories of your customers, learn about their lives, and craft the right drinks to fit their mood. What it might lack in gameplay options, it more than makes up for in the personalities of its cast. Modern problems are reframed through fantasy characters like elves and werewolves, and their conversations feel surprisingly grounded. It's low-stress, dialogue-heavy, and perfect if you're jonesing for something closer to interactive storytelling than traditional gameplay. On the surface, Dredge from Black Salt Games is a fishing sim. You'll head out in your little boat, catch fish, and upgrade your gear. But at night, things get worrisome. The ocean fills with fog, strange creatures lurk in the deep, and the game gradually slides into full cosmic horror. It's a clever mix of relaxing daytime gameplay with high-tension survival by night. The loop of fishing, selling, upgrading, and braving the unknown is incredibly addictive, and it keeps you on edge without feeling too overwhelming. Add in several DLCs, and you've got yourself a perfect binge-worthy game for the season. From developer Giant Sparrow, What Remains of Edith Finch is easily one of the best narrative adventures in indie gaming or gaming at all. As Edith, you explore the Finch family home, discovering stories about each family member through interactive vignettes that each play completely differently. This one's really hard for me to explain without spoiling, but the way the game shifts mechanics for each story keeps things fresh while tying to its emotional core. It's reflective, imaginative, and it's one of those rare games that manages to be both experimental while still being accessible. And it also contains an extra special treat for people like me who are fans of John Carpenter's original Halloween. And finally, at our top spot is Night in the Woods from Infinite Fall. You play as May, a sarcastic college dropout returning to her hometown. The game is a blend of exploration, platforming, and conversations with friends and locals, but its real strength is in its writing. The characters feel uniquely authentic. They're awkward, funny, and sometimes just really sad. And the game isn't afraid to dig into themes like mental health and economic decline. It's a story about coming home, growing up, and trying to figure out who you really are. It's no wonder Night in the Woods has become a classic in indie storytelling and our ultimate fall title. So that's our list of 10 cozy, creepy, and heartfelt indie games. We covered everything from laid-back management sims and emotional narratives to a fishing game with tension and cosmic horror lurking just beneath the surface. Which of these games have you played, and which ones are you planning to add to your fall playlist? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, throw us a like, subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time we put up a new video just like this one. And if you want more indie game recommendations, make sure you check out my podcast, Indie Game Arcade, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.